It's on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
We ain't giving them nothing to do. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, easy.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, what's the head coach thinking? Is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Looking to throw, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Breeze to throw. And it's held in by Jared Cook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. You ready?
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Breeze now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Breeze. Again has it complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Brees going to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
That's right, baby.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
There you go. Right there. 54 Mike. Coming.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check 56. Yo.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
47.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Cooper was the target there.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. It's 2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
That's around 26 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
1st down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. You think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along there. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Cooper's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Throwing, Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Elliott. Demario Davis there on the stop. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Breeze now on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Tighten up. Pull together. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. And
the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. David Onyemata picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, Prescott here to throw.
This has been a tough one for this.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Ready? 5-8.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Breeze now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their